There's that old familiar school bell, and every great school has a great fight song, and I choose to use the University of Idaho's fight song, so I can say, and I say it proud. I-D-A-H-O, Idaho, Idaho, go. That's right, this is an inspirational, exceptional, motivational episode of Conducting My Life. I'm your host, I'm Paul Everts. You can reach me at my email address, and I wish you would. It's B-A-N-D, the number 2 together, band, together at Comcast.net. Also, go to our handy-dandy, beautiful Hampson website, Conducting My Life. You'll see that I'm an author, speaker, trainer, coach for the John Maxwell team. And my hope is that you will hire me. We'll either do some private lessons or we'll come out and do some seminars with your group that's close to you, be it sacred or secular groups. We're ready to go and serve you. We are working on John Maxwell's book, Winning with People. I'm doing this on the 6th of June, 10:20 a.m. from the beautiful, hot Roseville, California area. And yes, this is being published. I like to say published, but it's being published on the 25th of June, which is Tuesday the 25th. Winning with People is a great book. It's a book that I actually use with my current scholars. I don't teach at a public school anymore. I taught at a public school until the 21st of December. And that'd be December 20th, 2021. And I said, no more public schools for me. And I just love God too much. I love Christ too much. And when the principal said, you need to take Christ to the parking lot, I said, then I need to go to the parking lot. So that's what we did. We went to the parking lot. And I'm grateful for it, but on the other hand, we've lost a lot, and but we're gaining. We're starting to gain a lot. You know, you being a follower, I don't like the word follower, but you being a listener. I wish it didn't have followers. I wish it had said listeners. You know, and when you do the Podomatic, and it says how many followers you have. I don't want followers, I want listeners. You follow God, follow Christ, don't follow me. Yuck. So, anyway, but we're catching up, and the friends I've lost are always welcomed back in my life, and the friends I don't know yet, you're in my life. There's 330 million people to get friends, and there's one Jesus Christ. And so when the principal said, go out to the parking lot, I said, yeah, cool, that's my one friend, so I need to go out with my friend. All right, everybody, enough of that. Let's do people principle number 16. There are 25 principles, and again, I got distracted. I distract myself, so I use this book, Winning with People, with my scholars at the school for detention. So they get in trouble, and then they come with me at lunch, and we just work out of this book, and we attempt to say, hey, let's stop doing bad things. Stop doing bad things. You're a good person, so stop it. So today's principle is the FOXHOLE principle. FOXHOLE principle simply says, slow down, Paul. No, it says, when preparing for battle, dig a hole big enough for a friend. Now, it's interesting when you're doing this with teenagers nowadays, they don't know what a foxhole is. And I had to explain to them what a foxhole is. So remember the foxhole in war? That's where you dig a hole and you hide yourself in there. It'd be good to have somebody else in there. So you want to dig the hole big enough so that you and your friend are in there. Aristotle says, in poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are a sure refuge. The young they keep out of mischief. To the old, they are a comfort and aid in their weaknesses, and those in the prime of their life, they incite to noble deeds. Oh, I love that quote. The question I must ask myself with the FOXHOLE principle is, am I a friend that others depend on during difficult times? And, right now I have a friend, he doesn't listen to my podcast, which is funny, because, usually, friends, sometimes they just don't do that. I have strangers listening to the podcast. My friend is, why am I going to listen to you do a podcast when I can just talk to you? So in the background, you hear my best friend. She's more than a friend. She's my wife. I think when you say your spouse is your best friend, I don't know. I think there is something about my wife. Wife is more than a friend. Anyway. So the friend that I have right now, he is going through a difficult time. It's his second fight with cancer, and I pray for him. And just got done doing a fast for a friend that I don't have, not a friend, but I do love Tim Sheets. He does good things for his church. So, yeah, we need to be that person that others look to when they're going through a hard time. That's quite a compliment. So facts about FOXHOLE friends. Number 1. FOXHOLE friends are few, and that is true. I don't have, even though Facebook says I have 1,400 friends, no. I probably just have a handful of friends. So Jesus Christ, when he got transfigured, when he came to light, is Peter, James, and John, Now, my chaplain friend corrected me, Diana. Isn't that true that it's when he gets transfigured, the light is on him? I'm talking to my wife. She'll talk to me once in a while. Isn't it Peter, James, and John saw him transfigured? That was something, or was there another part? Am I mixing that story up with another story? She's got her thinking face on. She gets that face of.
I know Peter and John were there. I'm trying to remember if it was James as well.
I think okay, but that's when he transfigured, right? Or because I think this is Chaplain John said it's when he is seen with Moses and Elijah.
Yes.
That's not the transfiguration then.
I thought that was when,
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I'm doing okay.
I think so,
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. So that my point. Yeah. You just got to hear a conversation with my wife. Isn't that cool? All right. We're only 6 minutes into this. Calm down, everybody. I will get back to it. Point being is the story is Jesus could have shown that power to thousands of people, and he didn't. He only showed it to 3 people, and that's something to think about, that you only have a few people, and keep those people close to you. Number 2, Foxhole friends provide strength before and during the battle. Having someone beside you fighting during a battle is a great help, and I will say that's Diana, but as I said, I don't think Diana is a friend. She's my wife. She's more than a friend. I'm stuck on that. That's just when I get stuck on stuff. So Diana is more than a friend. She's my wife. Having someone beside you fighting during a battle is a great help. So that'd be Diana. But even before the battle, simply knowing that someone believes in you, that's Diana, and will fight for you is uplifting. That's why you should get married. You people who are not married and that you're anti getting married, you miss that so much. You miss it. I don't even know. Now, again, if you're single and you just turned it off, I don't understand why you turned me off. I'm just saying, I'm encouraging you. If you have a relationship with somebody, okay, get married. Get married. Make it happen. Okay. There's nothing more special than being married. All right. Soapbox is empty. Greek philosopher Epicurus stated, "It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confident knowledge that they will help us." And that's the thing about being married. There's that confident knowledge that your spouse is going to help you. And hopefully that spouse would say the same thing with you, right? Okay, moving on. Number 3, Foxhole friends see things from the same perspective. So there's nothing like, that's another reason that's cool about going to church. People see from the same perspective. And you're around so many people with so many different perspectives through the week that once in a while it's just nice to be with people who have the same perspective so that you're not thinking like, I'm going crazy. No, you just think differently. It doesn't mean you're crazy. Now, there are people that are crazy, and I pray for those people. But Foxhole friends see things from the same perspective. Foxhole friends love us unconditionally. Yes, and sometimes that word's thrown around too much, unconditionally, because there is conditions. I mean, I think that Diana will love me all the time, but, if I'm a poohead, and when I'm a poohead, I don't think she loves me then. So there are conditions. So that's why sometimes I disagree with these counselors that say unconditionally. No, there are conditions. I mean, we like to think they're unconditional. Like Diana would love me every day, every minute. And she probably does. But there are times that I'm sure she questions it and goes, why after 33 years? Well, there you go. So there are conditions. All right, next. It is said that a friend is someone who will keep your secrets and never divulge them, even if tortured or tempted with chocolate. Or in my wife's case, some cool wine that she got at Narrowgate Vineyard. Right? That would be my wife's right there. Okay. It is said that a friend is someone who will quietly destroy the photograph that makes you look like a beached whale. Well, Diana would do that for me, but I'm not looking so beached anymore. It's still a little whaley, but not so much beached. It is said that a friend is someone who knows you don't know what you're talking about, but will let you reach that conclusion independently. Diana does not let me reach that conclusion independently. She is very helpful on this one. And then she's smiling behind me. I know she's smiling. And it is said that a friend or wife is someone who goes on the same diet with you and off it with you too. Yes, that would be dear Diana. All right. So to wrap up the trust, you have the bedrock principle, which is trust is the foundation of any relationship. You have the situation principle, which is never let the situation mean more than the relationship. This is all under the trust people principle. The Bob principle, when Bob has a problem with everyone, Bob is usually the problem. Two more, the approachability principle, which says being at ease with ourselves helps others be at ease with us. And then finally, the FOXHOLE principle, which is what we just worked on. When preparing for battle, dig a hole big enough for a friend. Please buy the book, Winning with People. We have one more section to go through that's called the investment principle, and actually synergy as well. So we actually have two. We have investment and synergy. All right, begin with the end in mind. Every choice you make is who you are, so choose wisely so then we can remember you well. First understand, then be understood. People have issues. Ask them, and then listen to them. And then finally, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I care about you very much. That's why I do this. There is a Venmo account. We're just a mom and pop shop trying to make it in California like too many people, frankly. Anyway, love you. Thanks a lot for listening. Until next time, add value to somebody's life because we all need that. All right. God bless you. Love you. Bye.